So let's start at the beginning. The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be children. It also can mean good news. Looking at a change you want to make, looking at it very closely. Pentacles are earth signs, so that dictates a little bit more movement. It is your sign as well, so maybe it is time to honor your choices and your hopes and dreams in the matter, Capricorn. It does feel like you have let some of your heart song go for another's heart song, another's choices. It also feels like some decisions that were made previously might have been based on a lie by your partner or your family member or something like that, some dishonesty. So it doesn't feel like it's resonating for you, and your growth has been kind of hampered by putting all your energy into somebody else's truth, somebody else's passions. So now it's time to switch. And I know last month for you, it was about asking help for yourself. And I know you're working up to making those changes, but it looks like those changes need to come sooner than later. They've been looked at for a little too long, Capricorn. So one step into your future, into your happiness, can start the ball rolling for the next set of challenges, rewards, things like that. But it looks like things are kind of stagnating right now. They're just kind of sitting in limbo. This King of Pentacles is lighting up for me too, and it is right along the line of the betrayal or the heartache. So this could be a partner, if you're a male partner, if you're in a female body or in a gay body. This could be your partner. Pentacles are earth signs. That's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So this can represent yourself, but I'm feeling that this is an external person. This is someone other than yourself that has kind of set things up for their success, which is kind of putting you in a, I don't want to say failure space, but it's just a challenging space for you. So now it's time to let go of a lot of other people's ideas, let go of other people's dreams that you have been creating, and now it's the time to focus in more on your good news and your good health, your good mental health. But yeah, something is sitting very heavily in your heart, and now is the time to make those changes for yourself to better your life and to better the situation. But it kind of looks like you have almost sacrificed yourself in many respects for other people's happiness. And that shift is coming very quickly. So you might as well jump on the bus. And actually, it does look like it's already taken place. So the more that you put effort into other people's successes, it looks like the less energy is going into yours and hitting brick walls in your own spaces. Ace of Swords. Swords can be very cutting sometimes. Sometimes we have to cut through the core of a matter. Aces are kind of our destiny and things that are put in front of us that we have come here to learn from. So something is right in front of you, and now it's time to make you a priority. Looks like there may be some cutting words involved if it is communicating with a partner, family members, a boss, someone of authority. So guard your words a little bit, be exalted in your power, and take the high road morally if someone else is not. Getting down to the nitty and the gritty and throwing the dirt and the name calling and stuff has not really benefited and will not benefit you in this situation. So take the high road, even if those around you are in the lower levels of the chakras and in fear. It's time to rise above other people's control, other people's choices, other people's opinions on you. So it can be a little cutting and biting. So make sure that you present it, without that passion of anger. And what is above you is the Three of Hearts. And this is some kind of heart betrayal. It can be heartache. It can be a continual grieving from someone that has crossed over. And It looks like it's ready to move out, but the situations happen for a reason, so you can feel. I know the Queen of Cups, you're kind of getting into a feeling place, which is uncomfortable sometimes for Capricorn, because you guys are pretty busy, and sometimes it's hard to sit down and feel these feels, as my kids would call it, having the feels. But it's time to really look at things honestly, so you can move it out and grow from it instead of staying stagnant. But it does look like some decisions were based on mistruth or a lie or some kind of manipulation. So it feels like you know about it, but you have not really tapped into it or gave it the credence that it needed. So what is in the past position is the Page of Swords. Again, this is messages, children. Swords are air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. There's a number of swords here, so be careful of biting words, cutting words. And when you present things to people, you may just be a little edgy. So if it's a day that you're edgy, that may be not the time to bring up these very sensitive subjects, and to work towards resolution and resolving some things. So Page of Swords can also be problems, and our news of a problem's difficulty, but it can be, risky behavior. It can be risky behavior. So we have the good behavior on this side, the risky behavior on that side. So it does look like finding the balance, using your words out of love and growth instead of fear and anger. Would really help. But there is a lot of children energy around here, and it feels like making a decision may affect family members or children. And for those of you that are looking to release a relationship, this is probably it. Or for those of you that want to improve a relationship, anytime we change anything, whether it's for the positive or the negative, it has a ripple effect with family members and if we have children involved as well. So make sure that everything is presented in love and kindness, but it's time to speak those difficult words. No longer accept someone else's truth. Sorry, my dog's going off. No longer accept someone's truth as your own, but it's time to make it right for you. Rebecca, thank you. Sorry, very tolerant, Capricorn. I appreciate you. Page of Wands is coming up here. That is the next one. So definitely children. This can be an importance in work, though. Pages is fire and motion. It can also mean international travel. So it looks like the inception or the birth of things that you've wanted to do that are coming to your forefront. And international travel. This is feeling much more like international travel than it is children. But it feels like resolution. So you have good news, problems, resolution within that with the Ace of Swords, and then moving towards your highest creative dreams and efforts. Is it going back to the mother country where your roots originated and checking things out? Or is it just going to that long-awaited desire to see other countries, other views, other things? So now it's time to put your hopes, desires, and dreams, wishes in the forefront. And I believe that this Page of Wands really stands for your hopes and dreams, your highest desires, and can be international travel. So what is coming in the future is the 5. This is a bit of a staticky card. This can represent when you present things, they are taken not the way you intended, or someone just doesn't want to hear what you have to say, doesn't want to make those changes. So you will have to be the bigger person in this situation, Capricorn, and march through. Be diligent and with kindness. It looks like you may have to step back from the situation for a moment if it's really not being represented well, but it looks like you got to go through some of the tumultuous stuff to get to the sunshine on your face, basically. So this is a working month for you, Capricorn, sorry. Sorry. March is a working month for you, is what I meant to say, Capricorn. So it looks like some of those difficulties that you've been putting off, some of those communications, whether it's work-related, love-related, family-related, but some of those things need to come to the forefront. They're coming there anyway, so you might as well put your 2 cents in. And you've been thinking about this for quite a while, and now it's the time for a little motion, Capricorn. But it does look like things will be successful as you move them out, but you must do the hard work here in order to reap the benefits of that quieter, peaceful life that you've been really yearning for. What is the basis here is the 2 of Swords. So it does look like a decision is coming to you. Cast off that blindfold. Take a look at it honestly, how it really is, not how you wish it to be or how anyone wishes it to be, but a decision is right there. And it looks like in order for you to continue your growth and to kind of release yourself from this cycle, this pattern of being misunderstood, of doing things for other people's happiness and just going along with things. In order for that to change, you have to do this hard work. Make that decision. Be firm about it. Make yourself as important as anyone else in your life. And find the balance for yourself. It will require some uncomfortable communications. It may even require a third party if this is a marriage or relationship that is going through some changes. So don't be afraid, again, to ask for help from outside sources, from wise ones that have that information for you. But it does look like it will be a little bit of a staticky month for you, Capricorn. Just power through it. You have some of the most diligence in your hearts and in your sign than any of the other signs. You have the ability to keep going when others give up. So I encourage you to really tap into those resources, your diligence, and really continuing in the journey no matter how hard and fitful it can be. So the Page of Cups is here. There are some emotions here. This feels more emotional than childlike. This is can create this may be messages of love. This may be messages of a more relaxed environment, a more conducive to your growth. But of course, you've got to do the hard work, and you're halfway there. You're halfway there, Capricorn. For many of you, you've already reached the other side of this very challenging situation. And for many of you, you're either right in the middle of it or about to start. So it's happening. It's time to jump in there and make those changes. Yes, it will be emotional, but some good feels will come out of it. A much more relaxed attitude for you. Looks like you've been a little bit on edge, a little tense because of other people's information and movement or lack thereof. So now it's time to make you a priority. Judgment card is here. Don't judge yourself too harshly by other people's standards and their words. And also for you, put that judgment down for the other person as well. You can get through so much more tumultuous, so much more uncomfortable things by just putting the judgment down, realizing it's a learning experience. Everyone learns a little differently, and don't hold yourself to such a high judgment. It's really hard to meet those goals sometimes if you put them so far out of reach. So bring them into a little bit more realistic level for yourself, Capricorn. You are very talented, but you know, we tend to put ourselves sometimes in the we're all or nothing. We are neither. We are finding the balance of our positiveness and our challenges. And it is the same for you as it is for anyone else. So really, it's time to make this decision. Cast off the blindfolds. And with that blindfold will come some of the judgment on yourself and others. It's really time. The 8 of Wands is here. It's time to look at things honestly, release the things that you are capable of releasing, add the things that you've always wanted to, whether it's, you know, traveling, repainting your house, but do some things for you, or just, you know, committing to exercising every day, or committing to have your reading time where you sit down just for yourself. But make some time for you. Release some of these behaviors. It looks like some of the behaviors were implanted in you. The caretaking stuff was implanted in you as a child, and it's no longer working for you in your either current relation or as you're trying to create a new relationship. So it's really time to look at things honestly, let the things go that don't work for you, incorporate the things that always have. But it's time for you to create a new way of doing things. But it looks like some of the old ways are really antiquated. They're not working for you anymore. Judgment card is right in the middle. King of Pentacles has some relation to this problem. They can be the problem or they can be the solution, depending on what your issue is and what you're looking at. Pentacles are earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So this can be maybe you exalting as well into your highest creative power. Kings are the exalted ones. They are the ones that have gone through the muck and the mire and the fire and have come out the other side. Pentacles also can stand for money, so there may be some money wrapped up in this, and maybe why you haven't made these decisions previously. But we can make more money, Capricorn. But when you sell your soul, you chip a bit of your happiness away with every time that you compromise your soul happiness. So I encourage you to be exalted. Use those words of love and kindness. Make you a priority. And there will be some emotions here. That Queen of Cups is upside down. And for some of you, it may mean a third party either to help or has hindered this situation in the past. So there is some third person energy here. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's negative, but there is some third party energy here, either to facilitate growth or that has facilitated pain. So something of that nature. So that is your reading for March. There is a bit of work to be done in March, but it looks like the outcome is a good one. I know people are kind of sick of doing their work right now. I know I am. But, it's thy will be done, not mine. Wars and battles. Okay, wars and battles. So it's time to really look at the differences and make those changes. And Atlantis, that is our highest creative essence. That is our dream state. That is where our magic, a lot of our magic came from, is our Atlantean past lives, or our lives that were higher in technology or higher in essence. So it's time to really speak your truth. It doesn't have to be in a war and a battle, but it looks like it's been kind of put off to the side. So there may be some uncomfortableness in the communication, but really getting in touch with your magic and your purpose here. Your purpose is very clear, that it is much higher than you have allowed yourself to fly. So now it's time to fly, sweet Capricorn, and out of the tumultuous stuff, out of the pain, the heart pain, and embracing some change. Change is very scary for all involved, but it's the only thing that stays the same, a dear teacher of mine said. So whether we want it or not, it is happening. I encourage you to walk into that fear and cross it. Do what you need to do to make it a little more pleasant for yourself.